Hello Wolfpack, and welcome to a smorgasbord of upcoming VR gaming news. Now, normally, I just play the games, but so much information has come out in just the past week, news that is awesome for us VR gamers, that I simply had to talk about it. Sorry for the heavy Rift coverage, but with Oculus Connect 6 this week, that's where a lot of this news comes from. Let's start with some news about games that are already out. It came as a very happy surprise, but Vader Immortal Episode 2 released immediately after the keynote speech at Oculus Connect 6 on September 25th. So yeah, it's out. Go get it. The second episode focuses on force powers and a crazy boss encounter. I played the game and the story clocks in around 30 minutes, but the second version of the dojo offers so very much more. Since their announcement, Beat Saber fans have been waiting with excitement for the 360-degree levels coming to the Quest. They were first revealed at E3 earlier this year, and now we officially have a release month, December. This edition will allow you to play select Beat Saber songs in full 360, with notes coming at you from all angles. There is no word on if this will come to other headsets, but it's unlikely to be full 360 if it does, since the tether would make that difficult. Now, December is a long ways off, but you'll be able to get some relief this upcoming week when the Panic at the Disco music pack drops. There's currently no track list, but I think we can all agree there better be a lot of early work on there. This is the second artist-dedicated pack, with Imagine Dragons releasing earlier this year. Also coming next week is a new story DLC for the hit zombie shooter Arizona Sunshine. The Damned DLC arrives on October 3rd and gives players an all-new mission where you play as a special forces agent tasked with reactivating the facility. This is the largest mission to date and can be played alone or in co-op. The original game is also being ported to the Oculus Quest, hopefully landing sometime later this year. One of the best melee fighting games I've played in VR, Until You Fall, is headed for the Oculus Quest and PlayStation VR systems. No release dates have been shown, but this game will give both headsets a replayable and very fun roguelite dungeon crawler. Speaking of Oculus Quest ports, a big group of games were officially confirmed for the platform. Included is A Fisherman's Tale, one of the best VR puzzle games out there, Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul, a super effective horror game, Space Channel 5, a VR take on the popular rhythm action game, and Five Nights at Freddy's, which will require all Quest users to purchase some Depends. Now let's chat about some of the brand new games headed our way. Probably the largest VR game yet to be created, Asgard's Wrath finally has a release date, and it's a lot closer than you might think. It lands exclusively on the Rift platform October 10th, just 2 weeks away. And you're going to need to make some space for this puppy. The file clocks in at a whopping 121 gigabytes. Why is it so large? A few reasons. The game itself is massive, promising around 30 hours to complete just the main storyline with no side quests. But it's also because of the textures. Mike Duran of Oculus Studios has called the game the best looking VR game of all time. High praise, but the levels and characters are done in incredible detail, and that will take up a lot of space. Everyone who's been looking for a fully fledged game in VR, this is your answer. But don't take too long to finish Asgard's Wrath, because another huge game is coming in November 14th to be exact. That game is Stormland by developer Insomniac Games. In this Rift game, you explore a massive world while controlling a robot, upgrading your equipment and abilities to best deal with lethal threats. This might actually be the last Insomniac game exclusive to the Rift, since the studio was acquired by Sony just a few weeks back. Expect more games for the PSVR though. It's gonna be a busy few months for us VR gamers as Borderlands 2 got a release date for October 22nd. The mega hit looter shooter should keep folks busy for a long time, as it also includes all the DLC upon release. Unfortunately, you won't be able to play co-op, but the game is a well-done port into the world of virtual reality. Did Boneworks get a release date? No. But Stress Level Zero did announce at Oculus Connect 6 that they are working on a new game set in the Boneworks universe that will be coming to the Quest next year. People have been incredibly excited for the original Boneworks game for what feels like forever. With its heavy use of physics, it'll be interesting to see how a game in this universe will work on the Quest. But seriously guys, can we get that game out? Please. Like, dear God, please, for the love of... We've heard that Respawn has been working on a shooter for Oculus for quite some time now. It's finally been revealed, and that shooter is Medal of Honor Above and Beyond. So get ready to go back to World War II and experience some amazing action moments and cinematic set pieces. According to those that demoed it, the game looks and feels amazing. There are over 50 levels across 3 acts for a total of about 10 hours of single-player campaign. But expect the multiplayer modes to keep this game going for a long, long time. Now, before we wrap this up, I just want to mention one more thing revealed this week, the Oculus Link. This USB-C wire will allow Quest users to play almost every PC game available. That includes both the Rift platform as well as Steam. I, for one, love this, and think that this is the direction that all VR headsets should eventually take, some sort of hybrid headset. John Carmack even mentioned that he would like this tether to eventually be wireless, making it the best of all worlds. Testers of the Oculus Link have said it's nearly flawless, but you can notice some slight artifacting, and if you really whip your head around quickly, some screen tear as well. While this is awesome, I do feel like Oculus is basically abandoning the Rift platform. So many of the announcements this past week have been focused solely on the Quest. And while the Rift does have some amazing games headed its way, it seems mostly forgotten. Oh, and the Quest is getting hand tracking. No word on that for the Rift. Frankly, I love my Rift S, and I really hope Oculus will go down a path where they have a hybrid headset, as well as a high-end PC exclusive version. But I suppose money talks, and the Quest is certainly making money. Oh, and Valve? You really need to kick some stuff in gear for your Index. I want that flagship game, please and thank you. Till next time, Wolfpack.